I don't think there was anything in his comments which would be taken negatively by markets. There was nothing particularly surprising in there, but the comments he did make, I think, were generally positive, reaffirming China's very strong commitment to the Belt and Road Initiative, doing it in a way that is consistent with global principles in terms of openness and trying to manage debt and keep corruption down, all those sorts of things. So overall, I would treat it as being reasonably positive. You also get the impression from his comments that, and they've said this before, that they recognise that having imbalanced trading relationships is not sustainable on a longer term basis. And so that's just as relevant for other emerging countries and the trading relationship with China as it is for the trading relationship with the US. All of which I think is consistent with the Chinese and the Americans coming to some sort of trade agreement in the weeks and months ahead, heading off all those worries we saw last year about a trade war.
Right, but he punched all the right points when it comes to the ongoing trade negotiations with the U.S. It made me believe that perhaps there is good news in the offing sooner rather than later for the markets, to take heart from, because he hit upon intellectual property, that China will attempt to protect that, invite more foreign firms, talk about how they are open to bringing down import duties and importing high-quality goods from across the world. All coming together for a deal to be signed and sealed soon?
I think it is. I get the impression that the Chinese and American negotiators have actually agreed on those key points. China has been heading in that direction for some time now. In fact, last year, various official speeches indicated that they were wanting to protect intellectual property. They were open for foreign companies having greater access to the Chinese market. So these things have been a long time in coming. Xi Jinping is simply affirming that. I think the final points in negotiation are just those things around enforcement, around when the tariffs precisely will be reduced, particularly those tariffs that America imposed last year. So what we're talking about at the moment is the details rather than the precise high-level agreement. But I'm reasonably optimistic that there is going to be a deal there, and when it comes out, it will actually be a very positive one in terms of intellectual property and things like access to the Chinese market. So I think markets can take some heart from that, that we haven't gone down this path we feared last year of a trade war, and that ultimately was one of the big negatives in share markets last year, and the fact we're not going to have that big trade war, I think, is a big positive for this year.
Hi, I'm Emily Tan, and thanks for watching CNBC. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks for watching.